So we're straight in. And welcome to Seismic, Sean.
Thank you very much.
You're watching the 27th Irish Open by Seismic live from the Leisureplex in Stillorgan, Dublin, Ireland. We're into the quarterfinals now. Lisa John versus Amanda Larkin, the last two women standing. So whichever one wins this match will be the female champion this year. We've got American serviceman Ron Hurt, stationed in Germany, against Andy Woods from England, from Blackie's Pro Shop. We've got Craig MacArthur from England and Brian Voss. I don't think we need to say any more than it's Brian Voss. Paul Stott Jr. from Ireland and Stephen Gill from Scotland. Stephen Gill bowled a 300 yesterday with a storm pitch black. And MacArthur opens up with a strike.
Watch my prediction there. The kid's good. I'm saying he's a kid. He looks young to me. He may be older.
Yeah.
I have noticed that. A lot of people look young over here and they're older than me. Look.
I think he's in his early 20s.
Okay, he's a kid.
But it was a glint in his father's eye when Brian Voss was winning everything. So Voss opens up with a strike. Which one is he bowling with? Is that the Proton?
That's the Photon.
The Photon.
Photon.
I keep calling it Proton. Right. Photon. So a good start there from Voss. Have you played many match play matches in your career?
Yeah, I have. And this is it changes. Everything changes when you're a match player. You guys every shot matters. You really got to stay within yourself and not get caught with what the other person's doing. I think that's
that was my next question. Actually, we're worrying about your own game and not somebody else's.
You just got to maximize what you're doing. I mean, your opponent really is the pins, not the guy next to you.
Yeah.
Next to you.
So MacArthur shoots a double. Got a bit of support from the English lads behind us.
He does. Ball change. That's what happened earlier.
So I think what we'll do then, Sean, if you concentrate on those two and describe what's going on, and I'll concentrate on those two. Okay. We can bounce off each other.
Ooh, Lisa John. A little high there. She's got strike and got a split working in the second frame.
And looks like Stephen Gill starts with a strike and a spare if he gets it, and a little Stotty with a strike and spare as well.
Amanda Larkin's got a split first game open. She's going for her second frame right now. Ah, strike. Great shot, Amanda.
Yeah, both girls wearing pink.
I like Lisa's shirt. It represents her country. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's based on Don Barrett's from the PBA Tour, I think.
Oh, man. I almost picked up a split there.
Good effort. The featured pair we've got at the moment is Ron Hurt and Andy Woods.
Ron's got spare. Andy Woods got strike spare. Going to the third frame here.
Voss on a double and MacArthur on a turkey.
Good shot, Andy. Amanda up with the strike working.
And Johnny Sturt says Craig MacArthur is 23, mate. Ooh, Voss again. In for a turkey, both players on the front three.
Oh, Amanda, back two. Good shot, Amanda. These ladies are really great competitors.
You've not seen the half of it, mate, as well. This is just a small section of what we've got in Europe. Some really strong women, female players. Sandra Anderson, for one.
Oh, yeah.
You guys in the States will have seen a little bit of Sandra.
We do. And, you know, that's the benefit we have. A lot of these great players come over to college. We see them in college bowling from all around the world. That's why I can't wait to see the PWBA back on. We can see these ladies compete for the rightful due. Yeah.
Yeah, that nearly happened a few years ago, didn't it? It fell apart and disappeared for a while, and it's a long time coming back.
Ron's having a hard time carrying on the feature pair here. Lisa John's got working on a spare here.
Craig MacArthur is the first to blink. Brian Voss gone first three, and MacArthur front three and a 7 count. So we're with Brian Voss looking for number 4. Oh, temping. Voss left about 4 7-10s this morning.
Oh my goodness, he's still here.
And he's still in. He still shot 140 over. Oh, and they go.
There we go.
Mention the devil. It's the most painful shot in the world, that, isn't it? When you think you've got a strike and then you've got not just a 10-pin, but a 7 as well.
There's Amanda. Amanda's got the back 3.
So some of your tweets coming in to Paul Meeker. Well done, Dutchy Patrick Meeker in the 27th Irish Open 2v15. Ended in 21st place in Dublin. And Seismic Gunny says, great bowling, Ryan and Sean. Wish I was there with you guys. Hashtag Seismic Bowling.
Hey, Gunny. He's one of our staffers in Florida.
Ah, cool.
One of our, probably one of the first staffers in America. He's been there a while.
All right. Paul Stott Jr. opens up with a strike 9-spare double and has a small lead over Stephen Gill, who's just shot spares up till now, and a strike.
Amanda's going for her 4th strike in a row on lane 8.
Sarah Flanagan says, cheering on at Amanda 94. She has to be ready to win doubles with me at Nationals in a month.
Oh, wow, there you go. Amanda's got the back 4. She's really locked in right now. Lisa John's working on a strike.
This will be almost like dream final for Amanda, though, to play somebody like Lisa John, who she obviously will have looked up to over the years as one of the players that you want to emulate. Lisa won't make it easy for her.
She won't. Lisa's got 2 in a row now. She's coming back.
Champion in 2001. Last time she came was 2004, so it's been a good 10 years since she's been here. Voss in the pocket again.
There you go, Ron. Ron's finally carried one on 9-9.
So Voss on a 279 pace. And a big split for Craig MacArthur. He's obviously going to have a few nerves there. He's a big crowd and he's playing Brian Voss.
Paul starting this shot. There you go, Amanda for her back 5. 10-pin, Amanda. Lisa John up on lane 8. Had a chance to make up some ground on Amanda. There she goes. She's not going to make it easy for her.
No, not at all. No, she's a tough competitor, is Lisa. We're just spinning the camera so you can see a little bit more of the female match. There we go. And we can zoom in a little bit. So Voss again for a double, 279 pace, making short work of it at the moment against Craig MacArthur. And we've got Sean at the back punching the air every time his countryman gets a strike. I think it's safe to say we know who you want to win.
Oh, yeah, he's my countryman and he's a service member, so you got to kind of go for that.
So if it came down to it and you've got the Friend and the Brian Voss for the final, which one do you go for?
Definitely Ron Hurt.
Yeah.
Definitely Ron Hurt. Yeah. He's sacrificed a lot for his family, deployed a lot with his family staying in D.C. or wherever they were, and they've supported him in his military career and his bowling career. So it's just to be a great win for him and his family.
Yeah.
He's been out here bowling some of these tournaments in the European Bowling Tour, and I think he keeps letting me know that the patterns are very, very hard. Much harder than he expected. So, you know, plus they're great bowlers, but he said that he's gone to different places and noticed that it's not as easy to get to the pocket as it may be here.
If you just joined us, you're watching the 27th Irish Open live from the Leisureplex in Stillorgan, Ireland. On the commentary team at the moment, we've got Seismic Sean Friendly from Seismic Bowling, and myself, Dom Gall from TalkTemping.net. And remember, hashtag Irish Open. You can get your tweets live on the stream.
Andy now. Andy's having a hard time carrying. So Amanda and Lisa both 10 pins in the 7th frame.
Yeah, not a lot in that one. Brian Voss has got a good lead now over Craig MacArthur, who comes back with a strike for a double. And Paul Stott Jr. strung 4 in a row. He takes a good lead against Stephen Gill from Scotland.
Lisa John's up in lane 8. Let's see if she can put a little more pressure on Amanda.
Yeah, we're going to try and get as much of the action as we can on the 2 cameras.
Got them a little wide. It's 2-8 there on lane 8.
Oh, Voss is enjoying it now. Getting a bit of dancing from Brian Voss.
Amanda can
Still got moves at, what is he now, 50 plus?
He's 50 plus, he's like 53. Amanda strikes again, so she's in driver's seat on this game.
Yeah. Also in the driving seat, Paul Stott Jr. on 13 and 14, although he's just had an open frame.
Andy Wood's got to get the 10 out here. There you go. Oh, a little bit inside, Andy.
E. Jansen says, the girl who wins this gets the €1,000, question mark. Yes, that's true. Whoever wins this will be the Irish Open female champion. Lisa's already got the high game at the moment with 289, so Amanda's going to have to bowl more than that to take the €200. There
she goes. Great shot, Lisa.
So Craig MacArthur coming back with 3 in a row, but he can only look on in awe as Brian Voss makes 5 in a row on a 279 pace.
Amanda goes 4-2-5 on lane 8. The same is tight. Anybody's game on lane 7 and 8.
Yeah, for sure. And they're all quite tight at the moment, apart from Voss, who's pulling away from MacArthur. And Stephen Gill struggling a little bit, can't seem to catch any doubles. For those of you that are getting the other adverts, if you install AdBlock Plus, just Google AdBlock Plus, install it, and you will not get the Ustream videos.
All right, Brooklyn, Andy. Oh, almost.
Yeah, a bit of a bad shot there.
All right, we're in the 10th frame in the ladies' match.
The other thing about it is one or two of these players are very tired now after the late night.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I think did Ron play last night?
He did.
He did, yeah. Everybody played last night now, didn't they? There's only Amanda that got a good night's sleep of the players by the looks of it.
Lisa just, I think she just locked the game up. Amanda.
So Voss on 11, working 5 in a row on a 279 pace. He'll probably go nuts if he gets this one. Oh, not so much. The hopes of a nation are still resting on Paul Stott Jr. and Amanda Larkin.
Well, with this strike, Lisa John locks the game up.
Oh, a big split there for you, mate.
I think he's okay, though.
So Paul Stott got an edge over...
Lisa goes. Lisa wins. So Lisa's your champion.
No, it's 2 games, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Two game total pinfall.
That's right. That's right. Oh, great shot, Andy. Wow. So we got more excitement. That's good.
Yeah, we've got it all to do again.
Right, 2 games. We don't do much of the 2 games in the knockout rounds. We usually 1. I like this format. I think I'm going to change it for my tournament.
I prefer best of 3, to be honest. I think, you know, 2 total pinfall. You can be out after 1 game if you're not careful.
Well, you get a good idea of the winner should win if he can beat you with three straight games. So I think you're right. One game, anybody can be lucky.
And we're just going to go back and watch the last strike from Brian Voss. Action replay. Yeah, and a late falling. I like that one. So BV shoots one more. And another one for our 2:79 opener.
Amanda does win the first game by 2 pins.
That's why they call him a legend. Well, they don't call him just because he had a 2:79, but
he does that a lot.
Yeah, he does have a lot of them.
He came to our tournament. He didn't bring any balls with him. He punched 2 balls that day or that morning, and took second place in a very hard tournament, 48-foot flat pattern.
Wow.
You see. So he's amazing. And we've been tweaking balls all weekend to make sure we get him in a good fit. He just put 3 holes in him and it goes.
He's different gravy, is a saying we have. So he's got a good 53-pin lead over Craig MacArthur, who shot 226. He did all right, considering he'd had a split in the middle there.
So Ron Hurt is 8 pins over Andy Woods, 201 and 193. And a 3-pin difference in Amanda Larkin and Lisa John. Or 2-pin difference.
2-pin difference, nothing in it, yeah. And we're just waiting for the last match down there to finish up. Stotty and Gill. And looks like Stotty's just got the edge. Oh, but he's thrown a big split. So we'll come back to that one. Welcome back to Harmonizer. Harmonizer's back. Please remember to spread the web address on Facebook and your social networks as far and wide as you can. We'll try and get some big numbers for the next couple of rounds.
Yep, the U.S. guys posted on the Seismic webpage. Just link on there. Just let them know what the link is for this.
Ah, excellent.
So the U.S. and
America just waking up soon,
yes,
aren't they?
We are. We are big, guys. Exciting bowling going on right now.
So into game 2. Total pinfall.
All strikes for the ladies.
So Brian Voss and Craig MacArthur to start up. Voss opens up first with a strike. He's not missing at the moment, is the boy. Fox bowling. Good morning, guys. Is Alan still bowling? Unfortunately, Alan went out in the last round, but we're hoping to get Alan on the commentary with Sean for the final, depending on who makes it. We could yet have an all-American final. Ron Hurt and Brian Voss still in the tournament. And we've got Scotsman Stephen Gill, Irishman Paul Stott, 2 Englishmen, Andy Woods and Craig MacArthur. And then the last 2 women standing, Amanda Larkin and Lisa John, 1 from Ireland, 1 from England.
That looks good. That looks good for Lisa. Wow. Great shot. Well, I can see why she won a lot of tournaments. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's been solid for a lot of years. Came through the English junior youth system. And I think if you were going to win the ladies title, you'd want to win it with a 300, so that both players are actually on that at the moment. Oh, Craig MacArthur comes back.
Had a little pressure on his head. He got an opportunity here. Making a good shot, Craig.
So Voss with his 5th 7-10 of the day. Just gives Craig MacArthur a chance now. Really, Craig wants to be striking here just to give himself a chance to come back. And a big strike there.
The ladies are all strikes.
Yeah, that looks like the best match at the moment, that ladies one. Keep your comments coming in on the chat and also on the tweets, hashtag Irish Open. Send your messages of support. Ooh, 5-pin. I've seen a couple of them this week, and I don't think I'd seen one since 1985. You don't seem to leave the 5-pin anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Certainly not with a seismic ball,
not
anyway.
With a seismic ball. We don't do that. We've engineered that out of the balls.
Yeah, for sure. So Lisa John looking good, front four.
Oh, we pulled that one in.
I think when you get down to the last game now, you just want to keep clean, don't you?
Right.
And catch a double. Hope no strike, no splits. Stotty Jr. rips the rack and leaves a single pin as they go into game 2. Can you see the scores from there? Which who got what in that first one? 219 to 183 in favour of Stotty. Yeah. It's almost 40-pin lead for the Irishman. As we are with Lisa John.
Oh, Lisa's got the front 5.
Yeah, if you're going to win it, Lisa, bowl a 300 lass. Greg MacArthur front 3 as he comes back at Brian Voss. Brian Voss bowled a 279 in the first game, 226 for MacArthur, but he's coming back and looking for number 4. Four in a row for MacArthur, popular with the English. And Voss hits a strike. 48 in the third for Voss with a strike in the fourth.
So Lisa takes a breaker there. 2-5 on that strike.
Welcome back to Gavin. We're at the last 8 now, Gavin. Quarterfinals. Harmonizer says, "Come on, Jono. Back him in the pocket."
All right, Alice. Amanda's got a chance here. See if she capitalizes.
Yeah. That's what you need to be doing. 5 in a row for MacArthur. A hell of a comeback against the PBA legend. Stotty Jr. hits a double as he takes a commanding lead over Scotsman Stephen Gill. And Voss hits the double, punches the floor. But he knows he needs to start striking because MacArthur could go off the sheet here.
There you go, Ryan. Amanda. Oh, Amanda's fighting back here. This ladies' match is a barn burner, as we say in the States.
Oh, what a barn burner.
A barn burner. That's called a barn burner, yeah.
Sweet. So Craig MacArthur working the front 5, looking for number 6. And a big split.
Oh my goodness.
That could be the shot that costs him.
Lisa John splits too. Wow.
That's the thing with these 2 matches. It can all turn on a sixpence, as we say. One shot can be the difference. Oh, Voss really wants this. I've never seen him that animated.
He's digging. Oh, he's digging.
Yeah, Ron does bowl out of Germany. So MacArthur looking to slide this across. Ooh, bounced it over, but just took the 2. 145 now in the 6th.
All right, Amanda's on a 279 pace here.
And Stephen Gill now coming back at Paul Stott Jr.
I guess he is.
4 in a row after a spare. 290 pace. Oh, it's getting exciting, Sean.
Yeah.
All these matches could go either way. Look at Voss.
Yeah.
We got an action replay of that one. No, we didn't catch it. No, he's loving it. And the strike for Stotty. MacArthur. I get the feeling that Voss is just going to show his class and push this one to the limits.
Lisa John misses the bucket.
Now that's opened the door for Amanda.
Yes, it has.
Stephen Gill also pulling it back as the fire alarm goes off. It's not the first time it's done that.
All morning.
Somebody's burnt the chips. Keep your comments coming in.
All right, Andy Woods had the opportunity here to take a lead on Ron. Oh.
That's twice though in the last round as well, Sean. 9 and 10 didn't seem to be scoring as well as the others.
Things are going through a transition. All the girls, everybody's having some hard time getting the ball around the corner now.
Stotty's come up high, and he's under pressure from the flying Scotsman at the moment because he's got a string of strikes up on the board.
There goes Amanda.
Ooh, and another 5-pin. Oh! Voss looks like he's been in Bowlands all morning.
Yeah, he's putting on a show now. He's
putting on a bit of an Irish jig, isn't he? Yeah, Harmonizer, Voss is digging deep.
9 and 10 are just not really being nice to anyone right now.
No, it's so MacArthur comes back with a strike, but it's going to be too little too late, really, as Voss in a commanding lead now.
This is, I think Amanda Larkin's taking over here.
It looks like it's all over. Lisa needs to go off the sheet for sure, and hope that Amanda doesn't mark.
Well, math is right. It's 212 if Lisa goes off the sheet.
Well, Lisa's put the first one in. So
222. She can go for 222. And Amanda's with the strike. She's in the 220s already.
And Voss has taken this one. Six in a row. Never seen him so animated, Voss.
This game on 9 and 10 is tight. No, Amanda strikes here, she wins.
For the Irish Open Championship. Oh, there you go. She's won it. Amanda Larkin is the female winner of the Irish Open. But she's still in the tournament. She could become the overall champion, yeah. We've got Brian Voss's last shot. Action replay. Check this one out. Slow-mo. Drills the pocket. He wants it. Great bowlers out there. Great job this week, Sean. Your buddy Kevin Blackmer.
Oh, yeah. He's a Columbia 300 staffer in Houston. Good friend of mine. He was the guy I was talking about last night that actually brought me to Seismic. Paul starts fighting back.
It's a Stotty fighting back. Still could go either way, that one. But this is the match in front of us now that's going either way. Voss strikes again and is through to the semi-finals. So Amanda Larkin is the Irish Open champion for 2015 for the ladies.
She's getting a little emotional, as she should. She bowled great this whole week.
She's going to need to compose herself, though. She's still got games to go. Oh, that's opened the door.
Right here.
Big opportunity now for Ron Hurt. And Voss finishes with a 10-pin. Just needs to go for the spare. A good effort from Craig MacArthur, 226 first game, and if his spare strikes 224. Just came up against Brian Voss on form.
That he did.
So just the 2 matches to finish up now. Oh, and a big strike there from Ron Hurt.
That was big.
And foundation frame, that's a lot of pins if he doubles. He's got a good sized lead now, 10 or 15 pins on.
Oh, well, that was a good try.
He tried it, yeah. And Craig MacArthur finishes with 223. Well done, lad.
Good effort, definitely a good effort there.
247 for Brian Voss, who will advance to the semi-finals. We'll be able to just catch the end of the Stotty match down there. Can you see what the scores on the doors are, Simon? It looks close.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, Ron. Ron's putting this away now.
7-9 and 7, strike 8.
179 in the 7th with striking the 8 for Stotty. And it looks like Ron Hurt's going to make it through.
Yep.
He's going to go past Blackie Pro Shop's Andy Woods. A good effort from Andy Woods. It just came up against a strong American who just did enough.
On tough lanes, on these
tough
9
lanes,
and 10.
yeah.
I don't know if the lights are making them tougher or what.
It shouldn't be really, it's no different. This light here isn't really affecting the lane. It's, I think they all think because they're on TV, really.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
But we're actually filming all of them anyway, so.
They're all getting camera shy.
That's it. A win for Ron Hurt. And he will advance to the semi-finals. So we've just got the 1 match to go, and it's Stotty against Stephen Gill. A 10-pin for Stott. I'm not sure which one of them. Stotty probably just needs to mark and strike to take this, I'm not sure. Keep your comments and chat coming in. And I harmonise, when did Sloan Ranger get knocked out in the previous round? He didn't make the top 16. And Stott picks up his single pin.
So yeah, we got 1 game left. It looks pretty tight down there.
It does, yeah. I'm not sure who's.
And Stephen Gill is one of those guys who rode a 300 this week.
He did, yeah.
4-pin lead for Stephen. A 4-pin lead.
4-pin lead for Stephen, I'm being told. So what does he need in the count? Just needs a 6, depending on what start he gets. If Stotter gets a strike, he needs 6. Is that right? And Stotter makes a 9 count. We've just got our statos looking down at the scores to let us know who's gonna take this one. I think we'll know from.
You let us know.
It looks like Stephen Gill might be the man.
Keep it on the lane. Just keeping it on the lane.
He just needs to keep it on the lane.
6.
6. So 6 count for Stephen Gill. Will take him through, but he looks nervous.
It's impressive he used the urethane all week. That's gives you some ideas. That's good. He
8
almost
count.
get a chance.
He's coming back. Look, he's not sure. So is that right, Stephen Gill through? So Stephen Gill, Brian Voss, Ron Hurt, and Amanda Larkin in the final 4. So we're going to have a break again. When are we back, Simon? I wouldn't have thought it'd be too long. What are we on? 3 o'clock, and we're due back at 3 o'clock. So I think we're going to be about half an hour to 40 minutes.
20 minutes, I think.
About 20, do you think? Yeah, about 20, 30 minutes, but keep watching. We'll be back very shortly. So we'll just go to a commercial break, and then we'll stick the music on.